was held together. In my past life, we had also married on the same day. Back then, Logan hadn't even shown up to the ceremony, while Ethan had arrived early in the morning, making everyone say he was the more considerate husband. And just as expected, history repeated itself. Ethan, dressed in a white suit, hurried over and carried Sophia away. As they passed by me, she cast me a smug look. "Susan, where's Logan? Didn't he come to pick you up?" She sneered. I simply smiled. "No need for you to worry, Sophia. Just take care of yourself." Her face darkened at my words, clearly choked up. "Go ahead and laugh now. Let's see if you'll still be laughing when you're the one getting beaten." After saying that in his mind, Ethan Carter took Sophia downstairs with him. But it was still too early to say who would have the last laugh. Just like in my past life, Logan Carter did not attend the wedding, leaving both my sister and me to endure endless gossip and judgmental stares. Sophia was even more delighted, unable to contain her excitement as she clung to Ethan and blurted out, "I love you, Ethan." Then he kissed her. After the kiss, she turned to stare at me, her lips still wet with saliva. I knew she was waiting to see me humiliated. But I wasn't stupid. Unlike my past self, who had stormed out in anger, handing everyone and the Carter family the perfect scandal to gossip about, I wouldn't make the same mistake. I remembered how, in my last life, everyone had criticized Sophia for being immature and unfit to be the Carter family's eldest daughter-in-law. As a result, after the wedding, Mrs. Carter never showed her any kindness, making her life in the Carter household miserable. With a poised smile, I picked up the microphone and addressed the guests below the stage. "Logan had an important business deal to negotiate today, so I'll be making the rounds in his place for the wedding toast. I hope you all won't mind." The moment I said that, the murmuring among the guests ceased. Even Mrs. Carter, seated at the main table, gave me a look of newfound appreciation. The Carter family was a prestigious household, highly concerned with maintaining its reputation. In moments like these, a daughter-in-law needed to show grace and composure. Sophia also noticed Mrs. Carter's reaction, and her eyes flashed with irritation. "Disgusting," she sneered in her thoughts. "Just wait. When it's time for the tea ceremony, I'll make sure you embarrass yourself." Honestly, I found this ability to hear others' thoughts incredibly useful. It was like having a cheat code for life. Everything became so much easier. When the tea ceremony began, I calmly lifted my gown and walked toward Mrs. Carter. Sophia kept her eyes locked on me, mentally counting down, 1, 2, 3. At the very last second, I sidestepped just in time to avoid whatever she had planned. Instead, she lost her balance and fell hard to the floor, spilling tea all over herself. "Oh no, are you all right?" Ethan hurriedly reached out to help her up, but in his mind, I heard him scoff. "What an idiot." The entire room turned to look in our direction. Mrs. Carter's face darkened with displeasure. "So reckless. Do you even look like a proper daughter-in-law?" "I'm sorry, Mother. It wasn't on purpose," Sophia stammered, trying to cover up her embarrassment, but the unwillingness in her eyes was obvious. If I were her, I would have just accepted the loss and focused on living quietly. But she wasn't willing to let me have peace, so I certainly wouldn't go easy on her. With Sophia making a